Mid-Minnesota Women's Center has provided support for victims of domestic violence in Brainerd for 36 years. Tonight at the Northland Arboretum, they celebrated the 20th anniversary of their current facility. As our Scott Sheehan tells us, the event was also used to educate the community about domestic violence.
For 36 years, Mid-Minnesota's Women's Center has served Central Minnesota. Tonight, they mark their 20th anniversary of being in their current facility in Brainerd. The shelter provides safety for women, children, and their pets after domestic violence. And tonight's event helped educate the community of how the Women's Center has helped those affected by domestic violence.
It's important to have everybody involved because this isn't just the staff's issue that works with us. This is an everyone issue, and have people come and see us and just see where we were and where we are now.
The Women's Center says it's important to have these events to remind the community that ugly things still happen too close to home.
The community is more than Lakes country. It is still real, and there is still abuse, and we can sometimes get caught in the beauty, but as with anything, we can't forget the ugly.
The Women's Center says they've housed hundreds of domestic violence victims annually, many staying for several days or longer. They provide food, clothing, daily supplies, and counseling. Some guests were surprised by how many people are affected and how much work Mid-Minnesota's Women's Center does in Brainerd.
It affects women, children of all ages, even males. So, we want to stop in, show a little bit of support, let people know that we do care, even though we're a little bit younger and a little less educated on the situation.
Just how much work the shelter actually does, like how many volunteers that come in, how many people that work there. I didn't imagine it was that big of a shelter.
The Women's Center says 11 women, 2 men, and 1 child have been killed this year from domestic violence in Minnesota. And it's important for us to help end avoidable deaths. Scott Sheehan, Lakeland News.
The Women's Center is the only emergency shelter in the 5-county area surrounding Brainerd, and it is funded by the Minnesota Department of Safety and community donations.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.